y'all. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video, turn on your notifications, and don't forget that you can catch me live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night at 7:30. You can also catch me live with the Singing OG, KQKC Boxing Network, Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. And please join the channel for access to exclusive content. Drop super chats when you come by the live streams and the videos. And hit me up if you want to debate. knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email address. Let's get it cracking, bro. David Benavidez and Demetrius Andrade have finally put pressure on Canelo Alvarez. David Benavidez has been doing it all of 2023 and 2022 by having offers sent out to Canelo. His team has been trying to get Canelo to get in the ring with David Benavidez, and Canelo has not accepted the fight up until this point. Demetrius Andrade showed up at Canelo Alvarez's press conferences, showed up, called for him religiously for years and years, weight class after weight class, and never got the fight. Canelo called him a horrible fighter, said he won't fight him, all of that shit. But they finally are putting pressure on Canelo Alvarez to fight them, assuming Canelo Alvarez, who's the favorite against Jermell Charlo, beats Jermell Charlo. I haven't given my official pick for that fight yet. That official pick will come next week, so y'all stay tuned for that. However, he is favored to win, so assuming that he does beat Jermell Charlo, these guys are putting pressure on him to fight them. And the way that they are doing that is the way that I've been calling for guys to put pressure on him, calling for guys to put pressure on all of these big time, faces of boxing. You put pressure on them by eliminating potential opponents for them. You put pressure on them by listening to who the fans want to see them fight. And if they not fighting them, you fight that person and skip to the top of the line. And now people will call for you to get that fight. And that's what David Benavidez Jr. I keep calling him David Benavidez Jr. Jose Sr. and Jose Jr. Jose Jr. is the one that did his talent, all the talent in the world didn't pan out for his professional career. And David is the son, bro, the other son. He ain't no junior. I always call him junior, bro. But David Benavidez is attempting to eliminate a potential opponent for Canelo Alvarez, as is Demetrius Andrade. Because if you ask a lot of people, everybody that I know, David Benavidez, Canelo Alvarez, Canelo Alvarez, David Benavidez. That's the fight that people want more than any fight at super middleweight, 168 pounds. So a lot of people want the Davis to fight, David Morrell and David Benavidez. A lot of people calling for that fight, mainly diehard fans and fans of David Morrell Jr. that believe that kid is special. Or young man. I gotta start calling these young men kids, bro. Like, he's younger than me, but that young man is special. Some people still kind of calling for Jamal to come up and get that shot, Jamal and Canelo, but a lot of people want to see David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez at 168. It's people still holding on for Demetrius Andrade to get a shot at Canelo, that believe that Canelo ducked him at 154 and 160 respectively. The good thing about what Andrade is doing is he beat David Benavidez. Now people start saying, well, shit, Canelo, you got to see him. You got to see him. You didn't see him at 154. You didn't see him at 160. Now he done came up and he done beat the person that everyone was calling for. Everybody was calling for you to fight David Benavidez, and now he done beat his ass. Now we calling for you to fight Demetrius Andrade. What's up? What's cracking? Let's get it popping. So whenever you can put yourself in a position to eliminate opponents and kind of get your name buzzing, people like Canelo and his fans, they got to take note of that. And David Benavidez is the WBC interim champion, and by all reports, that interim championship will be on the line, which is going to make the winner automatically the mandatory for Canelo Alvarez's spot. Now, I believe it's hustling backwards. If you're Demetrius Andrade specifically, because we all know that Demetrius Andrade was in a position to already beat Canelo's mandatory, but he pulled out of the Zach Parker fight. Him and Zach Parker was supposed to fight for the WBO interim title. Demetrius Andrade pulled out because he didn't like the money that they were offering for the fight. And John Ryder stepped in his place, ended up beating Zach Parker, and guess who Canelo just fought before this fight right here? So it is kind of hustling backwards. If you Demetrius Andrade, you could have already been Canelo's mandatory. But he's finally putting himself in position, and we'll see if Canelo is going to fight him, if he's able to beat David Benavidez. But this is a very good fight. Contrast in styles is magnificent in this fight. You got David Benavidez coming forward with hand speed, nice stiff power jab, great work rate, engine that could on steroids, like never stopping, always coming, just diabolical, smiling at you while beating your ass, and just putting an accumulation of ass whooping on you. Now, people think of David Benavidez as an extremely powerful puncher. He's not that, but he can do some damage to you because he's not going to stop. He hit hard enough to where you're going to get cut up, you're going to get bruised up, and he get his stoppages because dudes just get tired of getting their ass whooped and they succumb and they fold. And you got Demetrius Andrade, the angles, the different platforms that he can throw punches from, the movement, the boxing ability. But what is his legs gonna be like at 35 years old? His balance isn't what it used to be. Very athletic fighter that depends on that athleticism, hands down, depending on reflexes, speed, angles, counter punching ability. He's gonna have to be his sharpest. And one can't help, if you go back to our David Benavidez, Canelo Alvarez prediction, Caleb Plant, Canelo Alvarez prediction. One thing I said is that Caleb Plant, his requisite competition, it's hard to imagine that they got him ready for somebody like a Canelo Alvarez. He should have fought a David Benavidez before fighting Canelo Alvarez, because it's going to be a shock at how skilled Canelo is, and you're not used to seeing that because of who you've been fighting, and he ended up succumbing to that. Same thing for Demetrius Andrade. If you look at the angles, the boxing ability, the athleticism, the elusivity of Caleb Plant, that's a really good opponent. I'm not saying he is or isn't good as good as Demetrius Andrade. I think he hit a little harder. He's definitely naturally bigger. He's younger, fast. So his style, his boxer, counterpuncher, slick style, David Benavidez just coming out of the ring against that earlier this year. That's the type of style that can get you ready for somebody like a Demetrius Andrade. On the flip side of that, you got to wonder with Demetrius Andrade, like, bro, like, Quigley, you know what I'm saying? Piggly Wiggly from the Quiggly Wiggly, and fucking Luke Skywalker, Rock'em Sock'em Robots, and you know what I'm saying? Liam Neeson from Taken, and you know, Damon Nicholson, like, bro, like, how them dudes getting you ready for Benavidez, bro? And you a small middleweight, super middleweight? Like, how them dudes, the dudes you was defending your belts against over there on the zone, how they get you ready? And then coming over and fighting Damon Nicholson for a tune-up, how you getting in the ring with David Benavidez and it's not gonna be a shock to you? Like, these are the questions that I have. I question David Benavidez's ability to deal with the athleticism and the speed and the angles and the boxing ability of Demetrius Andrade, but I got questions about Andrade dealing with the style, the strength, the self-confidence, the belief, the hand speed, the power, and the relentlessness of David Benavidez. Like, bro, he done fought a back-footed boxer with similar skills than you. You ain't fought nobody like him. And it's one of them things like, damn, bro, like, Bud Crawford waited until he was 35 to get it for his big ass fight. And he came in that bitch and he had the glow. But he was fighting somebody close to his age. Demetrius Andrade waiting until 35 for this big ass fight, big ass moment, tough ass opponent. He 35 years old, but the opponent like 26 in their prime. This ain't official, but I really believe Demetrius Andrade probably about to get his ass whooped. I'm going to wait, obviously, for the week of the fight for my official prediction, but just thinking about it and they styles and shit, just off the top of my head right now, bro, like I'm leaning and I'm really like, I think Demetrius Andrade about to get paws put on him. I think it's going to look very similar to the Caleb Plant fight, but since Demetrius Andrade is smaller and older, he may gas out quicker and worse. Quicker and worse. So he may be doing good for like 4-5 rounds, but I be watching Demetrius Andrade, I be looking at the legs, like, bro, why you be looking so tired, bro? His dread be flying all over the shit. Dre be flying all over the shit, be looking tired and shit. He can't hardly stand on their feet. He always look like they wrestling, doing jiu-jitsu. They falling on the ground and shit. Cause it look like his legs giving out and shit, bro. Bro. You can't like, I'm just worried about him in this fight. And Demetrius Andrade got a very small, but very passionate fan base that think he like the best. At 154, he would that dude, but I'm at 35. But go show us, man. But look, it's a great fight. November 24th, it's supposed to go down. Y'all be sure to check that out, man. Boxing is giving us a wonderful year, and the end of the year is shaping up good. So far, we got Canelo in September, Jesse Bam Rodriguez versus Sonny Edwards in December, Earl Spencer Terrence Crawford 2 is in December. We got this fight coming in November. The end of the year is finishing strong, man. We just need a couple of more people. We need the Devin Haney and Regis Prograde to become official. Go ahead and watch Shakur Stevenson and Edwin De Los Santos. That's going to go down. Tank Davis hopefully come back in December. If he don't come back in December, maybe January. But we get these guys getting back in here, man. I'm with it. I'm with all that. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Comment below, smash the like, sub to the channel. Appreciate y'all watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.